Hello and welcome to Twilight Sessions. My name is Prophet and I have a message for you today. Today is August 8th, 2025. It is the peak of Lionsgate Portal. We are here. And today is day 10 in our series. I think I skipped yesterday. I just don't think, the reading just didn't yesterday, so don't worry, we're not missing a video. It just didn't happen. But that's okay, because we're just going with the flow, you know? So today's reading is all about how to harness the potent energy of the Lionsgate Portal right now. What we can do today to really embrace this energy. While this is a Lionsgate reading, wherever you are in time and space, this will be applicable to your journey. So you might be going through your own personal evolutionary Lionsgate Portal wherever you are. So just know that if you found this video, it is for you. And this is especially true if you have been resonating with the energies of Jesus and or Archangel Michael recently. So those two energies are very prominent on this channel, and so if those two are in your sphere as well, then this is definitely for you. And if those energies are new to you, this might be them coming into your life at this time, so be open to that. They are beautiful energies. So, all right, with all that being said, let's get into the reading. What can we do today to harness the peak of Lionsgate Portal? Okay, all right. We've got a spread here. We're seeing a lot of the same cards. So we've got the Seven of Swords coming out and the Hermit. So we've had the Hermit a lot in this series, and the Seven of Swords has come up a few times as well. And I'm just going to look at the meaning of the Seven of Swords because I'm thinking it's coming up often because there's we should be extra curious about this energy. So we've got sneakiness and aloofness for the Seven of Swords. This energy is urging you to confront what you are hiding and why you are hiding it. Sometimes it is wise to go your own way or to be separate from the pack. Is this coming from a place of integrity or is it coming from a place of dishonor? Have you slipped into any dubious mental tendencies such as procrastination or betrayal? It is important to be honest with yourself, as this card appears when you are trying to justify doing something you know is sketchy. Question the ethics that you are leaning into. A little sneakiness isn't always a bad thing, but it is a fine line to skate. So there you go. With the Hermit, we are being told to go within. And the energy that I'm picking up on right now is that the sneakiness that is currently kind of manifesting in yourself is for yourself. So this isn't about betraying somebody else. This isn't about being sneaky or going against the law in the external world. This is all about how you are treating yourself on the inside. And so that's making me think that as we're going through this Lionsgate Portal, things are coming up for you that are probably, I'm thinking like you're getting clarity on who you want to be, the world you want to live in, how you want to show up in the world, and kind of getting clear on the vision that you have of your own future. And with that, there is a lot of responsibility. So the problem with living, sorry, my words. When you live consciously and open yourself to existing in the world as a conscious, embodied, spiritual being, you immediately gain full responsibility for your own happiness. That's the thing, is when we step into the spiritual realm and wanting to become the best versions of ourselves, the only thing we can do is take responsibility for our own happiness. And that is a lot of responsibility. That's the thing, is we start to realize that our happiness comes only from ourselves. And the things that used to mean something to us that we were taught to put value on no longer have the same value that they used to, because we see how fleeting they are or how meaningless they are when it comes down to it. So in this instance, I'm feeling that you are feeling maybe betrayed by your own emphasis on the external world and the external values. And those external factors are making you go against your own internal best self-interest. And the Hermit is here to remind you that you have to go inside to know all of this. Okay, so that's kind of the foundation for this reading. But don't worry, we've got the Six of Cups coming out again. I think this is, this might have been in every single one of our readings. I'll have to go back and look, but the Six of Cups is here again. And this is talking about giving from a full cup. And that's what the message is when you stop valuing the things that aren't genuinely valuable to you, and you start valuing instead your own self and your own heart and your heart's desires, which are God's calling for you, then you're able to fill up your own cup and give abundantly. So whatever it is that you are being called to do and to share with the world, that is what you should be doing right now. And those things might feel scary and terrifying, for sure. Absolutely. And that's kind of how you know that's what is the true calling, is it's the thing that scares you the most, but also the thing that you can't let go of, the thing that you can't forget, the thing you can't move on from. It's kind of like that project that will always haunt you until you do it. Or it will become something that feels very heavy and like procrastination, and like it kind of, if you don't jump on it, it will eventually become a problem and manifest in strange ways in your life. So the Hermit is urging you to go inwards and really connect with that part of yourself. And in doing so, you'll be able to give very freely and fully of yourself because you are being filled by God. So then the last two cards in this spread here are the Explorer of Wands and the Elder of Cups. And this is a very interesting combination of elder and younger, and of fire and water. So here I'm sensing you've got an Explorer of Wands. This is the night energy. So there can be strong-headedness here, or like stubbornness, and also a lot of curiosity. So this is your spark. This is the thing that you're feeling called to do. It might feel a little bit immature right now. It might feel like you're not quite sure exactly how this idea, this inspiration from the Wands suit is wanting to take shape in your world, but that's okay. Because with the Elder of Cups, I'm seeing that you know how to navigate your own internal waters. So yes, you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the spark of inspiration and this call to create and to give from your overflowing cup that is, again, filled by God. And you also have the ability to navigate through that overwhelm and excitement and passion and, you know, that kind of like initial first spark of a project that like makes you want to start and just do as much as you can, but then you never come back to it because you kind of burned yourself out in the first 4 hours. That is what we're not doing this time. So now is a good time to break those patterns. So maybe in the past, before this Lionsgate portal, you have started projects and then never finished them, or finished them halfway. Like you finished them but kind of half-assed it, like so it wasn't to your like true standards, or you know are kind of like, oh, it's, you know, I've got this project, it's there, but I'm not feeling inspired, I'm not feeling called to do it right now, or whatever. What I'm hearing is that you have the emotional ability, the maturity, and the wisdom to push through that. So you can actually learn to harness the Explorer of One's energy. So like use that creative spark, use that passion and drive, use that kind of like blazing teenager energy of just like, oh, I'm just gonna do it, and kind of forget the consequences. And you can temper that with the elder, which is the king energy of cups, which is very emotionally mature and wise and can make plans and follow through, understand what needs to be healed, and all of this stuff. So that's the first line of this reading. This is really a call to go inwards and feel what your heart is saying. So it's interesting because as I'm doing this reading, it's such an individual message that I can't give it to you. Even if we were doing this one-on-one, this is between you and yourself and God. So I as an intermediary, I can't be a part of that conversation. But I can tell you that you need to go inwards right now and talk to God, basically. Let this energy fill you up. The Six of Cups is telling me that you are both being filled and you are able to give. Those are two, you're able to give and receive with equal abundance and freedom. Okay, so what else? What else do we need to know today? Oh, beautiful. All right. So we've got a second line here of extremely powerful energy. So the first two cards here are going to be the Magician and Temperance. And this, it's funny because Temperance is actually mirroring the Explorer of Wands and the King of Cups here. So we've got like the fire and the water happening. So kind of fun there. Okay, so the Magician is, like I said, finding your calling, creating your reality, creating the life of your dreams. You have all the tools. God is speaking to you through your heart, through your imagination, through your thoughts and dreams, and all of however God speaks to you, whatever language you two share. That is how God is talking to you, and you need to trust that. The Magician just trusts inherently in their ability to create. There is no logic or needing to understand the mechanics of it. You simply do it. And then with Temperance, I am seeing, again, the balance between giving and receiving, the balance between doing and going full force while also remaining calm and centered and planning as well as doing. So there is both. You need to have both. You need to have the plan of how you want to continue, and then also the action. But you can't just take action with no plan, and you can't plan with no action, right? Both of those things separately are useless, or kind of a strange exercise of your energy, whereas combining the two creates very powerful results. So with Temperance, I'm being called to remind you that balance is key. Listening to your body, and this is falling right beneath the Hermit card. And so then this is again telling me that only you know what this looks like for you. So I can't tell you what, how many hours a day you should be planning and acting or, whatever. Only you know that. The Nine of Cups is coming out right after this, which is saying that whatever you want to create, it's there for you. All you have to do is pick one. You've got a dandelion here, so you can make your wish. You can choose any of these cups. You can choose all of the cups. Interestingly enough, the Ace of Cups is coming out. So, and this actually came up for me yesterday too. I did a personal reading for myself yesterday. I asked a question, and the answer was so clearly, pick one. Just pick one. Focus on one outlet. And I think as spiritual beings here to live God's truth, right? That's what we're here for. Some of us, myself included, are multi-passionate, and we love to write and dance and sing and make videos and, whatever it is that you do, but you have many different outlets, many different creative outlets and ways that you want to show up in the world. And the message I received yesterday was you have to pick one. and really focus on that. Make that your task at this time. And of course, the one that my heart was calling me to do is the scariest one, or the one that I care the most about. And so if I fail, I will feel like the most crushed about it. And I think that's, you'll know the same thing. But the Ace of Cups is saying, yes, you've got 9 cups to choose from. You have so many hobbies and passions and ways that you want to show up in the world. And God is telling me that you need to choose one right now. And with this, there is the understanding that choosing one does not negate the others. So while you're choosing one cup to focus on, the others will still be there. So there is no loss. And the more you can, the more times that you conclude a project or finish a task or meet a goal, the more able you are to meet more goals. You'll build your own self-efficiency this way. And that will make you an even more powerful creator, is because you'll finally start to understand that you are a powerful creator and that you are able to create your own reality. And then you'll be able to do so consciously. And then the last card is the Nine of Wands, and this card has been coming out several times this week. And this is just telling us that we are divinely protected. So whatever it is that you're choosing, it will be the correct path for you. You cannot make the wrong decision here. And I think that this is a really important card for this entire portal that we're in, is the reminder that we are protected, even though it is a powerful time. And it feels like there's kind of a lot at stake, maybe if you're coming into this and you're kind of what is happening? There's a huge influx of energy happening right now. Why am I feeling all of this? And it might be manifesting in your life as kind of disquiet or anxiety or something in that realm of am I going to fuck it up? Am I going to mess up? Am I going to miss my opportunity? And the answer is no, you're not going to miss your opportunity, because you're being divinely protected and guided as always. And all of the opportunities are already there for you. So you're not going to miss it. You're not going to accidentally walk by it or not see it. And again, the key here is to choose one, right? So if we're looking at the Magician card, the Magician focuses on one spell at a time. The Magician can't cast multiple spells in the same instance. Because when you do that, unintended consequences might occur. So we are learning how to choose one thing to focus on and then to complete with temperance. And and then we've got our extra message popped out. So we're completing our skill, the task using temperance. So you're not going too fast, you're not going too slow, you're taking action while also planning, and you're not getting stuck without making a plan, and you're not getting stuck in the planning phase to the point where you can't you can't complete the plan. You can't complete your ideas. So the Seven of Cups came out along with the Elder of Pentacles, and this is telling me that you're going, well, but I want to do them all. I want all of them, and I don't know which one to pick. And I get that. I do. I totally understand. The Elder of Pentacles is coming out, which is telling me to tell you that you need to slow down. You need to take the steps one at a time. As much as that might irk you, that is the message today. It is to put one foot in front of the other. This is a very practical energy. This energy is precision. It is it is an exact step in the right direction because of planning and experience and knowledge. This is not this card is intuition taken into the practical realm. Excuse me. And so this energy, which is the King of Pentacles, is like this King of Pentacles picks one thing at a time, picks one cup to drink from at a time, even if there are 9 cups to choose from. So yes, you might be feeling overwhelmed by the decisions that you are now feeling presented with, which is your heart wanting to go in 20 different directions. But you have what it takes to choose, okay? And whichever one you choose, it will be the correct one. And one more message. I'm feeling one more card, or one more set of cards, depending on how the deck is feeling today wants to come out. So what's the final message for today? Beautiful. The Three of Wands is coming out, and this is telling me to follow the signs. Your guides are telling you, or are urging you in the right direction. Your guides are here to point the way. And then we've got the next card in the stack is the World card. And this actually came up 2 days ago in our last reading, which is the end of the portal. So this is like the light at the end of the tunnel. So we're coming to the edge, coming to the end of our tunnel here as we've been going through this portal. And what I'm seeing is that we are being guided by these little lights to the end. So yes, this energy might feel big and overwhelming right now. You might be going, I don't know what to choose. I don't know how to even begin that process. And the answer is you don't have to choose today. Or rather, you know exactly, the choice has already been made. You already know what the thing is that you want to be pursuing right now. And I don't know what that is for you, but whatever that is, you already know what it is. And you're welcome to take the next couple of days to just sit with that. And you don't even have to start pursuing it today. Because honestly, what I've been being guided to do is take it easy this week. To like, let the energy just wash over me and not even try to harness it other than these readings. But I'm not trying to like start any projects right now or even work on my projects that I have going. I'm just letting them be, and I'm really focusing on refilling my own cup. Kind of like the Ace of Cups here, right? It's being filled up with all this beautiful spring water. And then with the Six of Cups too, with that overflowing cup. So this, you allow yourself to just sit in this time. So as we conclude our Lionsgate portal, which will be ending on the 12th of this month, so we still have a couple more readings after this. But we've got about 4 days left. Allow yourself to sit in the next 4 days and just let the signs come to you. Start to recognize the signs around you and like really take them in without needing to immediately take action. So use your Elder of Cups knowledge and wisdom of your own internal world to guide you. So you don't have to immediately jump on the first idea that happens. So you might know what your idea is right now that you want to be working on, however it is that you want to express God in the world. And the Elder of Cups is saying, wait a second, right? Let's plan, let's use temperance, let's not just start rushing forward. Because at this time, it feels like we're not yet done with the portal. So we haven't yet received all the information we need to be receiving in order to start the next phase, the next chapter. Although lately I've been feeling it's not just the end of the chapter, it's the end of the book, and we're moving on to the next book in September. So August will be a time of wrapping things up, and September will be the time to start new things, is kind of is the message I've been getting. And like the timeline I've been feeling for myself. So if that feels right to you, use your own inner knowledge to know if that timeline feels right to you. But I encourage you to like take a step back and slow down before wildly leaping into the next thing. And I also encourage you to pick one thing to really focus on and just let that be your guiding light for now. Because, okay, this is gonna be my last thing and then I'll let you go. But if you have too many projects that you're working on, they will all suffer. Every single one of them will suffer because you're not spending the most amount, like you're not spending good energy on any of them. You're going to be, like every time I sit down to work on one of my projects, I think, oh, I wish I was doing a different project instead. And that's just not useful. That's and then when I go and work on the other project, I'm like, oh, I should work on this other thing instead. And it's just always this like push and pull, like back and forth, and oh, I need to do this, I need to work on that, I need to work on this. And it's not even that there's not enough hours in the day, it's more like I don't have the creative capacity to do them all. And I want to really be dedicating myself to one thing at this time. And so that's what this message is find your one thing. Don't betray yourself, right? That Seven of Swords was coming out in the beginning of this reading. don't betray yourself. Don't betray your mission by trying to do too many things at once. So that's the message for today. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you got everything you needed out of this video and out of this reading. I am so grateful to Archangel Michael for protecting us and bringing truth, and so grateful for Jesus for being our teacher and guide on this journey. And I'm grateful that I get to be a part of this with you, get to do this together. So thank you for joining me on this crazy adventure of a Lionsgate portal we've been on this year. I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. And until then, my friend, be well, blessed be, and peace go with you.